When Emma and I first started dating, I thought I had finally found someone who made the world feel brighter just by being in it. She had this way of laughing with her whole face, and when she spoke about her dreams of becoming a pediatric nurse, her eyes sparkled with sincerity. I, on the other hand, was just an ordinary guy, working long hours as a software engineer, living in a modest apartment, saving for a rainy day. But Emma didn't care about flashy things. She cared about people, about kindness, and about love. That's what drew me in. About a year into our relationship, Emma got sick. Really sick. At first, we thought it was just fatigue or stress from school, but soon the doctors diagnosed her with a rare autoimmune condition. The treatments were extensive and costly. She was in and out of hospitals for months. I stayed by her side, holding her hand, watching as her body betrayed her. I couldn't imagine life without her, so I did everything I could to keep her spirits up. Bringing books, cooking her favorite meals, sitting beside her bed while she slept. One evening, after another grueling round of treatment, Emma looked at me with tears brimming in her eyes. "My parents had to remortgage their house to pay for my medical bills," she whispered. The words hit me like a freight train. I knew healthcare was expensive, but the idea that her parents, people nearing retirement, had to put their home on the line crushed me. They what?" I asked, my throat tightening. She nodded, looking away. "They said they didn't have a choice. Insurance only covered so much, and the medications I need are ridiculously priced. I didn't even know until today. My mom told me over the phone. They didn't want me to worry." I reached over and held her hand. "Emma, I'll help. I've been saving up for years. I can contribute." She shook her head. "No, I can't let you do that. You've already done so much, staying with me, missing work, driving me to appointments. I can't let you drain your savings for me." But my mind was made up. That night, I logged into my bank account, looked at the sum I had carefully built for a future home or maybe starting a business someday, and I transferred a significant portion directly toward her bills. I told her parents the next morning. "This is not charity," I said firmly. "Emma's my partner. I'll do anything for her." They cried, thanked me endlessly, but a strange tension lingered. For weeks, Emma's health slowly improved. The treatments were working. She had more color in her cheeks, her energy returned, and she even started joking again. Seeing her smile again made every dollar worth it. Then, about 2 months later, I noticed something odd. Emma seemed distracted, always on her phone, always texting. Whenever I entered the room, she'd tilt the screen away. At first, I brushed it off. After all, she'd been cooped up for so long, maybe she was just reconnecting with friends. But one afternoon, while she was showering, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I didn't mean to snoop, but when the preview lit up the screen, my heart dropped. The message read, "Can't wait to see you tonight, Redheart, I miss you." I froze. My stomach churned. I told myself there had to be an explanation. Maybe it was a cousin, a friend, a misunderstanding. But deep down, I already knew the truth I didn't want to face. When Emma came out of the bathroom, towel wrapped around her, I tried to act normal, but my hands trembled. She noticed. "What's wrong?" she asked, her eyes narrowing. I looked at her phone, then back at her. "Who's texting you, Emma?" Her face drained of color. She hesitated, then forced a shaky smile. "Just a friend." But her voice betrayed her. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay awake staring at the ceiling, my mind racing. I had emptied my savings, sacrificed so much time, poured everything into supporting her, yet now I was faced with the possibility that she wasn't being honest. The next day, I decided I needed answers. When she went out to grab coffee with a friend, I followed her. I felt guilty, like some jealous boyfriend, but the gnawing suspicion inside me wouldn't go away. I parked a block away and watched as she walked into a cozy little restaurant. A few minutes later, a man walked in, tall, athletic, dressed sharply. She lit up when she saw him. They hugged. Not a polite hug. A lingering, intimate hug. My chest burned. I couldn't breathe. I sat there, gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles turned white, watching the woman I had sacrificed everything for sit across from another man, holding his hand like she used to hold mine. When she leaned across the table and kissed him, my world shattered. I don't even remember driving home that evening. My mind was a storm, rage, heartbreak, disbelief, all tangled together. By the time Emma came back hours later, pretending she had just been with a friend, I had already decided not to confront her right away. Not yet. I wanted the truth. Over the next week, I played along. I acted supportive, caring, like nothing had changed. But in the background, I started gathering proof. I checked phone records. I saw the frequency of her calls with a man named Daniel, numbers that stretched into the late hours of the night. I found restaurant receipts in her purse, dates that matched up perfectly with the nights she claimed to be studying with friends. Each discovery was a dagger. But I kept smiling through it all. Then, one evening, Emma sat me down. Her eyes glistened with what I thought were tears of guilt, but instead, her words stunned me. I've been thinking, maybe we should slow things down. You've been amazing, but I don't want to hold you back. You deserve someone who isn't broken. I almost laughed at the irony. Broken? She had broken me. But I stayed calm. Emma, your parents sacrificed everything for you. I gave my savings. Do you really think walking away now is the right thing to do? Her face tightened, like she was fighting with herself. Then she whispered, I never asked you to pay, you know. That was your choice. That line sliced deeper than anything else. She wasn't grateful, she was dismissive, as if my sacrifices meant nothing. That night, I decided I wouldn't just walk away quietly. She owed me the truth, and I was going to get it. A few days later, Emma's parents invited us for dinner. They were kind people, the sort who would give the shirt off their back. As we sat around their table, her mom clasped my hands. We can't thank you enough for helping Emma. You saved her life, she said warmly. Emma shifted uncomfortably. I noticed the guilt flash across her face. That's when I pulled out my phone. I had screenshots of the text messages, the call logs, and even a blurry photo I had taken of her kissing Daniel at the restaurant. I placed the phone on the table, screen facing up. Do they know the whole story, Emma? Her fork clattered against the plate. What are you doing? I looked her parents straight in the eye. You think you remortgaged your house for a daughter who was fighting for her life. I emptied my savings because I believed in us. But while we were sacrificing everything, Emma was spending her time with someone else. Her father's face hardened. What is he talking about? Emma stammered, her voice breaking. It's not what it looks like. But the messages and photos spoke for themselves. Her mom's eyes filled with tears. Her dad's jaw clenched in disgust. You've been lying to us? While we've been drowning in debt for you? Emma tried to grab my phone, but I pulled it back. The truth was already out. She broke down sobbing, but I felt nothing. Not pity. Not anger. Just emptiness. I'm done, Emma, I said quietly. You told me your parents remortgaged their house. I gave you everything I had. And still, it wasn't enough. Not because of your illness, but because you wanted more. From someone else. I stood up, pushed my chair back, and walked out. The weeks that followed were brutal. Heartbreak has a way of hollowing you out, making everything feel meaningless. But there was also a strange sense of relief. I no longer had to carry her lies. Emma tried to call. She texted apologies, begged me to meet her, swore that she had made a mistake. I ignored them all. One night, though, I got a call from her father. His voice was heavy. I'm sorry, son. I should have seen the signs earlier. Thank you for telling us the truth. We're dealing with things as a family now. That was the last I ever heard of Emma. Months later, I checked my savings account. It was nearly empty, but I didn't regret it. Helping someone I loved, even if she betrayed me, wasn't something I could regret. It proved to me that I was capable of loyalty, sacrifice, and love, the kind of love she clearly couldn't give. I started rebuilding. Slowly, I refocused on work, on friends, on myself. And one day, when I looked back at that dark chapter, I realized something important. Emma's betrayal didn't define me. My choice to give, even when I had no guarantee of return, did. And someday, I knew I would give again, to someone who actually deserved it. Emma wasn't just a struggling patient, she was secretly cheating the whole time, despite her parents' and boyfriend's sacrifices. The reveal at the family dinner exposed her, leaving her isolated.